Okay, so now we are done with our first rule or the first part of our plural form of regular nouns. We are now moving on to the part two. But before that, let us first have a lesson review of the lesson that we had last time. So remember, when we say singular noun names only one person of one name of a person, place, things, animals, or events. But a plural noun, on the other hand, names more than one name of a person, place, things, animals, and event. On our previous lesson, we have discussed three rules. Rule number one is that most plural nouns end in S. Rule number two is that nouns ending in S, SH, CH, X, and Z change the spelling by adding ES. And nouns ending in Y has two rules under it. First, remember that vowel plus Y add S, but consonant plus Y changes Y to I and add ES. This time, it is now time for us to work on rule number four. We have different sections for rule number four. Let's start with rule 4A. Most nouns ending in F or FE form their plural form by just simply changing F or FE to VES. Some examples of these words that changes F or FE to VES are the following. We have leaf to leaves, knife to knives, wolf to wolves, shelf to shelves, thief to thieves, loaf to loaves, wife to wives or housewife to housewives, sheaf to sheaves, life to lives, and calf to calves. However, not all words ending in F or FE changes to VES. In rule number 4B, some nouns ending in F or FE form their plural form by just adding S. So these words are exemption to rule number 4A. Again, some words ending with F or FE do not need to change to VES. Rather, they can just be formed by simply adding S. Example of these words are the following. We have giraffe to giraffes, chef to chefs, handkerchief to handkerchiefs, roof to roofs, handcuff to handcuffs, buffs, cliffs, cuffs, dandruffs, earmuffs, sheriffs, muffs, gulfs, reefs, and safes. Whenever we have these words, always remember you don't need to change it to VES, rather, you just simply add S. But sometimes we may not follow the rule 1 or the rule 2, but we can follow both. That is rule 4C. Special nouns ending in F or FE form their plural form by just changing F or FE to either S or VES form. Some examples of which are the following. We have wharf to wharfs or wharves, dwarf to dwarfs or dwarves, calf to calves or calves, hoof to hoofs or hooves, and lastly is scarf to scarves and scarves. Now that we are able to understand rules number 1 to 3 plus rule 4A, 4B, and 4C, it's time for us to have a very quick activity about the rule. In this activity, all you have to do is to write these nouns in its plural form. You are given 1 minute to work on this activity. Let's get started. Okay, now let's give the correct answers for this activity. For the word earmuff, the correct answer is earmuffs. Yeah, just don't forget the S. Next, school bus to school buses, thief to thieves, scarf to scarfs, letter S or scarves, cliff to cliffs, mulberry to mulberries, sheriff to sheriffs, mailbox to mailboxes, eyelash to eyelashes, dwarf to dwarfs or dwarfs, giraffe to giraffes, eyeglass to eyeglasses, landlady to landladies, princess to princesses, muff to muffs, lifeboy to lifeboys, safe to safes and not saves, proof to proofs, hoof to hoofs or hooves, and lastly is pattern to patterns. Were you able to get all the items correctly? If yes, very good. Now remember that today's focus is all about the nouns that are ending in F or FE. And we have three different rules under this rule number 4. First is that some nouns ending in F or FE changes its plural by changing F or FE to VES. Some nouns also ending in F or FE may change its plural form by just simply adding S. And lastly, some nouns ending in F or FE changes its plural by either adding S or changing F or FE to VES. So once again, today's focus is all about the plural form of regular nouns. Specifically, we are talking about rule number 4, using nouns ending in F or FE. I'll see you again on our next